shortly. There is that list. Kyler Murray, number 4 overall. And I mean, that just tells you how many guys agreed to deals yesterday. It goes from 4 to 51 if you look at the quarterbacks. And then obviously we've had so much activity over the course of the last. Only 4 teams out of the 32 have not signed an external free agent.
Oh, wow.
All 4 of those teams, though, won at least 11 games a year ago.
Yeah,
As we say
they got
hello
great rosters.
to our pal Gerald McCoy, who's joining us for the next couple of hours. Gerald, great to have you aboard here. And Boomer, because we're going to talk right now with about Kyler Murray, your Sooner. So let's talk here. Are you on board with the Vikings as the best landing spot for Kyler Murray? How do you see it, Gerald?
Yeah, I am. I love Kyler to the Vikings, and it's for a couple of different reasons. When you think about creativity, he was with Cliff Kingsbury, and he's very creative with how he uses these style quarterbacks. But then you have Kevin. He has a bona fide top-level wide receiver, and he's surrounded by so many other weapons. I believe that this is a great fit for Kyler, and I spoke to Kyler personally. He is excited to show everybody that he can still play at a high level in this league, and I believe he can do that with the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, G, I agree with everything you said, man. I do think the Minnesota Vikings are probably the best fit for Kyler Murray, simply because Kevin O'Connell, what he does with quarterbacks, all of those things, man. But, I mean, when you look at Kyler Murray's record, again, I played fullback, so I was a role guy. I wasn't all about numbers and all of those things. His record is 38-48-1. To me, that says he hasn't been a winner. And yeah, we could talk about the guys around him. I go back to his statement. He had a statement as he was leaving the Arizona Cardinals. He said, "I wanted nothing more than to be the one to end the 77-year drought for this organization. I'm sorry I failed us." Now, on the surface, that's a guy saying, "I'm sorry that I didn't perform the way that I performed." But
reading the tea leaves.
If you read between the lines, and if you're a little petty, like sometimes I can be.
Oh, captain.
Yeah, captain, right? I think he's throwing a shot at the organization that they haven't won before him, and they will continue to not win after him. So that doesn't tell me he is humble enough to go in there to compete. I'm just saying, to me, it's nothing physical about Kyler Murray. All of that stuff is great. To me, is he humble enough to be a leader for a future organization?
Well, I don't think I sit here and I have that luxury of saying that, just because when you look at it, you never know what transpires in the organization 365 days times 5 years. So a lot goes on. There's been multiple coaches that have been there, general managers, offensive coordinators. There's been a lot of factors, multiple. So it's not necessarily all. And he doesn't do RPOs. That is not in his offensive arsenal. And what does Kyler Murray excel at? More of the R, less on the P of the O's, right? Which what I'm saying is run, pass, option.
And to that point, even Sam Darnold went to the San Francisco 49ers and was a backup. He humbled himself and learned and sat.
Yes, and figured out, hey, what do I need to work with? And Kevin O'Connell is a hell of a coach. I believe, some people can say whatever they want to say, but I don't believe the Minnesota Vikings are in the state to allow a maybe, a woulda, coulda, shoulda, because they already let go of their general manager, right? So you get to throw out a guy and say, hey, it wasn't me coaching wise. He made some bad decisions. And now I don't think they're in a position to get a quarterback, that question mark, and jeopardize that high gas prices going up in that nice vehicle.
Upgrade over J.J. McCarthy or no?
Just because you got a heartbeat doesn't mean you upgrade from J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy is a quarterback who he was drafted. He was drafted way too high and given way too much, too young. He's not there. Yep. He's not a top 10 player.
Yeah, I would say Kyler Murray, again, strictly on the field. Yeah,
Well, certainly bigger sample size, but availability for both has been an issue.
I would
Kyler's
say
missed 21 games
if
the last
Kyler
3
Murray
years.
is right, that would be an upgrade to me.
I'm a receiver, so I don't see it as great.
All right. Speaking of receivers, a big deal yesterday for the San Francisco 49ers, bringing in one of the most consistent players the game has ever seen. 1,000-yard seasons in each of his first 11 years for Mike Evans.
Evans The incomparable Buccaneer receiver needs 5 yards to reach 1,000.
They doubling. They're going to try to play hard on me, man.
Such a cool moment.
Yeah,
That was 2 years ago, right? Where Gerald got Mike Evans, your former teammate there, into the 11th straight year with 1,000 yards. Now, though, playing for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Gerald, what do you think, man? Good fit there for the 49ers. I know it's tough, though, to see him leave Tampa.
Yeah, you hate to see him leave Tampa, but you love people like Mike. If you look at the reaction of everybody, I can tell you personally, that's not because they were overly excited about the record. It was because of the type of human Mike is. Mm-hmm. Mike is such a selfless person and selfless player. He's all about his teammates. So if you send him to the San Francisco 49ers, what does he do? He's Mike Evans. He's consistent. He'll be that for them. He'll give them another option than just Christian McCaffrey. They do a lot of shifts and motions and they do a lot of stretch zones that gets them into the play action. Mike can still take the top off the defense. He can be a possession guy. But if you just need Mike to go make a play where he's at his best is in the red zone, he gives them another red zone target. So you bring in a guy who is a great teammate, great person, loves to work, and you can see if he's nothing else, he's consistent. So I think this is a perfect fit for Mike.
Can I just point out the fact that we were showing these highlights? 5 of the first clips, he caught passes from 5 different quarterbacks. In these clips right here.
You can fit anywhere.
Yeah.
Fit anywhere. It doesn't matter.
What do you think, Steve?
I think this is a great acquisition for the San Francisco 49ers. They have already lost their playmaker, Deebo Samuels. They lost their route runner, Brandon Ayuk. Now they're losing the glue for he doesn't have to say one word to the wide receivers. His body of work and how he comes to work, what he does on the field speaks volumes, and he'll be able to teach some of these young guys like a Ricky Pearsall how to get healthy, how to run excellent routes. Already a good route runner, but now you have the wisdom of Mike Evans, and all of a sudden, man, this guy, he starts to get a little bit better, a little bit faster, because he has such a wise owl right there out there who he's not out there just for the token piece. He's out there to make some plays.
Yeah, Mike Evans still got a lot of juice. He can still go out there and make plays. And when I look at Kyle Shanahan, to me, this pickup was he needs to he needs to get more tails from a defense, meaning I need to have more weapons out on my offense so that this Mike McDonald defense, because I play in this division of the world champ Seattle Seahawks, so this Mike McDonald defense has to worry about multiple people on the football field at the same time to make calling plays a little easier against this type of a defense. So again, I think Mike Evans is going to make plays. I think they're going to be fine. I think the regular season is going to be all of that. But guys, I hate to say this, man, but the Niners and Kyle Shanahan. Regular season's all good.
Man, stop it.
It's playoffs for me, man.
Hey, Mike's a Super Bowl champ.
Is Mike Evans going to be the guy to get them over the hump in the playoffs? Is he going to make them to be more of a healthier team? Is he going to move the electricity plant that's next to their practice field? Is he going to do all of that?
He ain't going to do weapons.
You said what? Because they were unhealthy, right, Gerald?
Okay, but Mike
exactly. Is Mike a trainer? Is he gonna get him, some extra muscles? He gonna move the electricity plant?
As long as Mike is there. Who y'all got that can cover Mike?
Oh, you right. Nobody one-on-one.
I know I'm right.
You right. Nobody one-on-one. You right.
Who in that division can cover Mike?
You right. You right, bro. You right.
All right.
Well, yeah,
who was the world champs last year?
They're hoping the $100 million they've spent.
Who was the world champs last year?
Can handle it.
Last year, let it go. We on the free agent.
We ain't played a regular season game yet, bro. That's all we can go by.
Hey, listen, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all did a great job.
Thanks, Gerald. I appreciate that. Thanks.